Hey there. Picking up right where we left off. We're heading into Red Cliff, but we want to make sure we don't run into this rift, because this rift has been tripping us up for whatever reason. So we're just going to go out of our way to avoid it. I'll show you how we're going to attempt that. But a moment. Actually, wait. I think I'm going the wrong. Yeah. So we got this pathway. That's what I was looking for. I think this is going to help me get around. Could get some of that Drake stone, but I'm really not in the mood for the moment. Or it won't get us around at all. Okay. So we're just going to have to do this another way. So let's head up this hill. Oh, I think there's actually some stuff to do up here. So let's hop into this house for a moment, because I actually think there's something I can get in here. If I haven't already. I've already cleared this place out. Okay. So we're going to go just around the long way. Just a moment for that right now. Or ignore the elf fruit for the moment. And yeah, so this looks like that got me right around the rift. This is a tower windmill, though. Can I enter this windmill? I believe I can. No, I cannot. It's just some windmill. Not to be disturbed. The rift is back that way. I'm not going to go there. But there's another rift up here, but this is one that I will tell you we're going to have to deal with.
Red Cliff Village should be right up ahead.
Yep. So yeah, as you can tell, that rift is right in the way of the village.
Sound the alarm at the first sign of demons.
Let's loot. Looting is good. But yeah, let's go deal with this rift, because someone's got to. This rift is a lot easier. It's made to be, because you have to close. Oh, Vivian. I don't think it's gonna let me. Let's try. Oh, I just missed it. Okay. This guy wants to attack. He's dead, so we're good. Let's disrupt this rift. It'll be fun. And that'll help me deal with these raiders rapidly as needed. Alright. Let's close this son of a gun.
I cannot understand how someone born into wealth and power would choose to live like a peasant.
Let's be fair. I live like a rich.
It's over. Open the gate.
Well, we seem to have gotten our way into Red Cliff. Let's see what happens.
We spread word the Inquisition was coming, but you should know that no one here was expecting us. No one. Not even Grand Enchanter Fiona. If she was, she hasn't told anyone. We've arranged use of the tavern for the negotiations.
Agents of the Inquisition, my apologies. Magister Alexius is in charge now, but hasn't yet arrived. He's expected shortly. You can speak with the former Grand Enchanter in the meantime.
Oh. That... Okay...
Is it just me, or is something weird going on here?
We must speak with Fiona at once.
Yeah, so that's not really normal. Magisters, don't tend to be palling around in Ferelden. And they're generally not in charge of the rebel southern mages. So that's interesting. And Fiona is suddenly former Grand Enchanter. Not just Grand Enchanter as she was when we spoke. I mean, technically she's always been former Grand Enchanter because there's no more circle for her to be the Grand Enchanter of, but we were calling her Grand Enchanter and now she's former Grand Enchanter. It's weird. Okay. No really getting around. So actually there's something I can do quickly here. A healer. So as it seems, Corporal Vale wanted a healer.
Can I help you?
Can you help the refugees?
There are refugees at the crossroads who would benefit from a healer.
Of course they would. These attacks by the Templars have endangered countless innocent lives. But if I go to the crossroads to help, I might end up in danger myself. I doubt those refugees would risk their lives for a knife hitter. Why should I risk mine for them?
This is how you change things.
People are afraid right now. I haven't been called knife here as often as I had expected. Mostly all the humans say is thank you. I expect you'll find the same. Change some minds in the process.
Indeed.
All right. Soldiers there, I might be safer regardless. I'll see you at the crossroads soon. Just give me a moment to gather my things.
So that's the last of who Corporal Vale needed, so that's good. So that's all rolling nice. Now, this is telling me that there's a thing to find. However, unfortunately, it is behind this locked door, which requires a perk that I do not have and will not be getting. It's going to be a bit before I can open that door. There's actually a couple of such doors. So I level up to level 7. So let's see. I think I need a new damage ability, and I think what I need is an AoE. I'm not sure. Set a key to trap enemies inside an electricity field that paralyzes those that try to leave. That seems like it's a useful ability to me, so we're going to pick that up for the moment. I don't think this is going to be what you see from me in the long term, but for the moment, definitely is a good option. So let's actually fast travel to here. I know I'm right here, but this is going to just restock my potions and health. So there is no reason not to. Okay, so we've got some quests to take, we've got the tavern to go meet up with, and then we've actually got a quest to hand in over here. And then there's also, this is a town, so there's stuff to find, stores and stuff. There's a store I want to go check in on in particular, so let's claim this landmark. It'll give me a codex that I wanted to read, called the Hero Ferelden. This is going to be me telling you for the first time what my character from Dragon Age Origins was exactly. So the hero of Ferelden belonged to the Circle of Magi in Ferelden, residing in the tower at Lake Calenhad for most of his life. Oh, that was not a separate sentence. I'm sorry. First Enchanter Irving recommended the hero to the Grey Warden Commander Duncan. Shortly after the hero's harrowing, Duncan recruited him into the order. After defeating the Archdemon and ending the Fifth Blight, the hero of Ferelden took up the mantle of Warden Commander. He began the task of rebuilding the order in Ferelden, serving with honor until his disappearance several years later. His current whereabouts are unknown. So yeah, my origin character was a mage. He was also an elf, which is not mentioned here. And yeah, he went on, he lived on, became Warden Commander, yada yada yada. So there's also another door that I can't unlock right here. So we'll put that on the map and now it'll remember. So let's go accept some quests. There's one over here that seems to be appearing and disappearing actually. How bizarre. There we go. What do you have this?
Say a desire demon took the mind of our young Lord Connor. The hero of Ferelden drove the demon away to save him.
So you're a storyteller, but game doesn't notice it. Okay, so that's being a little glitchy. So we're gonna forget about that for the moment. Another one probably down here. Yes, the widower. I appear to have lost the ability to go into conversations with people temporarily.
Demons bring the stop a man
not letting me enter conversations. So give me a moment. This is the shop I wanted to use. Let's see if that resets things. Okay. Oh, actually I can sell stuff too. You're not useful. You're not useful. You're not useful, and you're not useful. You're gonna be useful just a little bit. You're not useful. Okay. Let's look at armor schematics. I think I have some things I can do. So these are different arms and legs. Unfortunately, they don't have utility slots. These do, and they are for warriors. So let's get that. And then that has utility. I have the matching one. That's a rogue hat. That's a mage hat. Actually, neither of these have utility. This one does. And then this one does. These are just for humans, so I don't care. I'm gonna get all of these myself just for aesthetic purposes. So I can customize myself further. See, these are all cheap, so let's get them all. Get all the cheap ones. And then weapons. Let's get staff blade. Pommel is going to be two-handed. That's useful. That's good. It's utility. That's good. It's utility. Focus on utility right now. And then anything for mages, pretty much. These two are useful. Yeah. Shield. That's not bad. Keeper staff. Okay. Is this a great axe? Yeah, it is. Let's get the great axe. Get a dagger grip. Okay. Seems good. So yeah, what I have is better than both of these, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. So that's a bunch of money spent on some good stuff. And then this is a locked door. Let's go unlock this door. This one doesn't require the perk, so I can actually unlock it.
Those were tranquil skulls?
Not like the Tranquil were doing much with them.
Ugh.
I had hoped they were safe with the rebel mages. I see that I was mistaken.
I figured they'd fled with the rebel mages. Poor bastards.
That sucks. So what we just learned that the ocularums that we're using to see the shards are the skulls of Tranquil. Unfortunately. So that's not nice or good. Seems to have helped me out even though I didn't see it. So we got someone to talk to here actually. That we might want to chat with in a second. A familiar face for anyone who's played the very first Dragon Age. Schematic for pump. That's cool. Some money. That's cool. What we have here, Connor.
Are you
Oh yeah, this
You've
interface
heard
for
the
this speech
story,
is
I
totally
guess.
broken.
I can't believe King Alistair thought Redcliffe was the right place to send the mages. I mean, he grew up here.
Wow, it's a pretty big
Did
glitch.
he think they would just forget what I did to them?
Unfortunately, I appear to be broken. Just like stuck completely. There's no way to get out of this. So we're gonna have to load wherever the last autosave was. That's really unfortunate. And that's on stream too, or on my recording too, which is really unfortunate. Okay, where was the last place this saved? So had I bought all of my schematics then? Yes, because most of them are gone. So yeah, had all of my schematics. Let's quick save just in case. That door is open, which means it's not locked. These aren't looted, which means I haven't been this way yet. If I can see subtitles, that might help. Oh, that didn't have the treasure it had before. How bizarre. Random treasures, that's that for you.
Are you Connor?
Alright.
You've heard the story, I guess. I can't believe King
Oh,
Alistair
sorry.
thought
My mic
Redcliffe was the
was
right
probably very
place to send
loud.
the mages. I mean, he grew up here. Did he think they would just forget what I did to them?
Investigate. Tell me what you did.
You were behind the siege of Redcliffe 10 years ago.
That's me. The boy with Redcliffe's blood on his hands.
It wasn't your fault. I'm surprised here they should have killed you. It wasn't your fault.
Weren't you possessed? It wasn't you who did those things.
Wasn't it? I let the demon in. Sometimes when I dream, I remember what happened. I see the death and destruction, and it's me. It's all me.
Wow, that kind of sucks. What happened to Arl Eamon?
Why isn't Arl Eamon in
I
power?
saved this guy in the beginning.
After the land
Dragon
raid,
Age
he stayed in
Origins.
Denerim. I couldn't be his heir, not after what happened. So eventually he passed the title to Uncle Tegan.
Why did you join the rebels?
How did you end up in the Mage Rebellion?
I was living in the Ferelden Tower when the circles dissolved. I voted against it, but at first it seemed all right. No one was summoning demons. They just wanted to oversee themselves. But then the Magister came. It's wrong what they do in Tevinter. We are monsters. We need to be controlled. If it wasn't for me, every family in this village wouldn't be missing a son, a daughter, a spouse.
Not for going to Winter.
You're not in favor of the alliance with Tevinter.
Alliance? Is that what they're calling it? That Magister threw my uncle out into the street. He signed us into servitude. This is my home. Redcliffe, Ferelden. No matter what evils I've done, I would never have invited Tevinter here.
I'll leave you alone.
I need to be going.
Please, talk some sense into the Grand Enchanter. Selling out to the Imperium won't win us any friends. We have to find a way to make peace.
Yeah. So yeah, he was one of the big early quests. Well, not even early, because you can do it at any point. But the big main quest in Dragon Age Origins. He was possessed, was making this town have not a good old time, and I had to stop him. You can save him, and I was able to save him in the best way possible. He's completely free. No one had to sacrifice their lives or anything. But Dragon Link scales, so that's a fun one. I'll get more of those later too. I find Dragon Links, but it seems like even though I did everything the best way possible, I kept his mother alive. I made sure the demon would come back. He's still pretty upset with himself. I imagine it'd be even worse if his mother was dead. And you could also just kill him if you wanted. So that's another way to solve that problem. So let's go talk to these people and get requests, because now that my dialogue interface is working, I can. I'd never run into, this is my 4th playthrough of this game. I'll even show you right now. My other characters are all, they are, that one's 70 hours, that one is 65, and then my original mage that I played the same character, 87 hours. So I played this game a lot. I find it curious that that symbol should be something different. I find it curious that it doesn't show up properly. But anyway, all those playthroughs never run into that bug till this exact time.
Do you really stop a man from taking flowers to his wife's shrine?
I can take the flowers.
What if I took flowers to your wife's shrine for you?
I do not know what to say, except thank you. You are Dalish. My Senna and I, we kept to the old ways.
Wait, Senna!
Though I know we are as children to you.
I-
Her shrine lies on a hill to the west, near the Thedas.
I think she was in Origins.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Walk in peace.
I have to look that up, because I think she might have been in Origins.
You want to do more to help? Let's join the Inquisition.
Talk to this stupid toy.
This was a land of spirits like others. Magic grows wild in the hills of Redcliffe.
Tell me about Redcliffe.
Tell me about your people.
They say spirits girls of the village bring it daisies and ask for love, but rarely does it listen. For 'tis a spirit of valour, not love, and it favours blood lotus flowers.
Ah. Okay. I don't want this to actually be my active. Either of those for my active quest, so set inactive. Moment. Let's go to the tavern and talk to Grand Enchanter Fiona as we were requested to. Actually, let's go to these two shops first. I know, but I had time to waste anyways.
Good day.
Let's see what's around. Bunch of stuff that I can't equip. Nothing. Upgrades, some of which might be good, but some of which might not be, for instance. This, I think, is going to be good for him. He needs a great sword grip. I think it's the only one he can get on him. Oh yeah, he can have a grip and a pommel on the great sword. So if I equip that, is that automatically going to equip? That's the question. Anyway. Let's grab the pommel as well. Oh, actually, I get the pommel with Constitution. Resources, X. I can't tell if those auto equip. Like I know when we found Varric, his did. So no, his didn't equip auto equip. So we'll do those when we get back to Haven at some point.
Hello. Anything you need, like.
She's got some expensive armor. It's the helmet that I was using a while ago. Just up that I'm not high enough level to equip. And stuff. Don't have any mage stuff though, which is interesting. I guess very flavor logical, but interesting from a gameplay standpoint. There's a quest to accept it here, and then we'll go into the tavern.
Please, are you with the Inquisition? As you wandered, have you by any chance seen a rat? He's, different. Lord Wolseley wandered off, and he's very special. If you can find him, I'd be most grateful.
What do you mean special?
What makes your ram so special?
Well, he's always brought the family luck, and his advice helped us make our fortune.
Your ram offered advice.
He's a very special rat.
What is the problem?
Your ram has gone missing.
Yes, I'm certain that if he heard his Jimmy missed him, he'd come right back. He's likely at our family's old summer cabin. It's by the lake in the southern hills.
Okay.
If you do find him and send him back, I'd be happy to pay you.
Okay.
I'll speak with you later. If you find my ram, please send him home.
Okay. I'm gonna go inside your house and rob you now. Or just read your codex, and then rob you. Armor, not as good as what I've got. I like the way it looks better. I like the less lengthy coat. I want some codex. I looked up this about the hero for all, and I want to find it. Letters and notes. Magic. Trash. Okay. So, whatever that codex was, I can't find it anymore, so. The Ballad of Lord Wolsey. Just beautiful. Okay. Golden Lantern.
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition. First Enchanter Vivienne?
My dear Fiona, it's been so long since we last spoke.
Wow.
You look dreadful. Are you sleeping well?
Vivian's
What has brought you
so
to
spiteful.
Redcliffe?
You invited me here.
We're here because of your invitation back into Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
I'm certain it was you.
There is no mistake. While the Templars were leaving, you came to Val Royeaux and asked me here.
The Templars left Val Royeaux? Where did they go? That sounds... Why does that sound so strange? Whoever or whatever brought you here, the situation has changed. The Free Mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
This right here is why you can't trust mages.
Fiona, dear, your dementia is showing.
Andraste's ass. I'm trying to think of a single worse thing you could have done, and I've got nothing.
As one indenture to a Magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
That was faster. Reach could a huge mistake than tell me who done this. That was fast.
The Divine's corpse is barely cold, and you've already joined the Imperium.
Most of Thedas blames us for the Divine's death. The Templar attacks grew worse, and we mages had no allies. Either my people made a last stand here in Redcliffe, or we took the only offer of help extended to us. I had to save them. I had no other choice.
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Agents of the Inquisition,
I do like his armor.
allow me to introduce Magister Girion Alexis.
Magister's dressed nice and well.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fae? Interesting.
Let's negotiate. Let's investigate. Tell me about this alliance.
I'd like to know more about this alliance between the rebel mages and the Imperium.
Certainly. What specifically do you wish to know?
Fiona says she's indentured.
The Grand Enchanter told me she was indentured to a Magister.
Our Southern brethren have no legal status in the Imperium. As they were not born citizens of Tevinter, they must work for a period of 10 years before gaining full rights. As their protector, I shall oversee their work for the Imperium.
When did this happen?
I'm not clear on when exactly you negotiated this arrangement with Fiona.
When the Conclave was destroyed, these poor souls faced the brutality of the Templars, who rushed to attack them. It could only be through divine providence that I arrived when I did.
Providence.
It was certainly very timely.
Huh. That's the
What does the Imperium gain from taking rebel mages under its wing?
For the moment, the Southern Mages are a considerable expense. After they are properly trained, they will join our legion.
You said not all my people would be military. There are children, those not suited.
And one day I'm sure they will all be productive citizens of the Imperium when their debts are paid.
Where's the Arl?
I haven't seen any sign of Redcliffe's Arl or his men.
The Arl of Redcliffe left the village.
Left? That's a polite way of saying thrown out on his ass.
Yeah,
There
what he
were
said.
tensions growing. I did not want an incident.
Well, let's negotiate.
If you're leading the mages now, then let's talk. I'm sure we can come to an arrangement.
It is always a pleasure to meet a reasonable. Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix. I'm not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious, indeed.
I'll take whatever you got.
I'll take every mage you can give me.
There will have to be.
My lord,
I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time.
Alright.
Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
Okay.
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
So yeah, that is why there was no war table operation dealing with this, because we've got some...
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
Seems there's another delay, so... Oh, interesting. It's...
Very mysterious.
It could be a trap.
There's no telling who or what will be waiting for us in the Chantry.
Only one way to find out.
We don't need your cult here. Your Inquisition's just Templars by another name.
I want to help the mages.
I'm here because I believe mages deserve their freedom.
Right. And I'm the Empress of Orlais.
Okay. It's not a lie many would attempt. Alright, well, next time, I'll go to the Chantry, see what's going on, wrap up a few things here in Redcliffe, and then I'll show you sort of what the dealio is. Alright.